Oh man, I should have started that asking questions episode with, I'm just asking questions. Potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Very brief morning roundup. I didn't get a chance to make a lot of stuff last night, but we're gonna get back in the saddle today. Here is the completed art piece. It'll be oriented like this. This is all one piece. It looks like, you know, maybe some of these parts aren't connected or something, but they are. And after all this time, we've got the completed swirly swirl. Honestly, I kind of like this one a lot better. I think it'll paint up a bunch of different ways that are gonna be pretty cool. And I gotta say the David can is coming out spectacular. It's one of the best looking David cans I've ever printed, honestly. All right, we're going to a couple of garage sales just for the heck of it. This is the nice part of Nacogdoches. Nacogdoches doesn't have very many nice parts, but it does have like a neighborhood or two. I mean, you can't go a whole summer without going to a couple. I don't know why I've got it caught in my throat. Go to a couple of garage sales. Couple of interesting finds. Of course, the single most 90s wall clock I've ever seen in my life. Probably good for a kitchen or something like that. You know, you've got the 90s font, and then we have the like fake plastic marble. Could be straight out of like the Wall Street movie or something like that. And this was interesting for just a couple of dollars. The biggest muffin pan I've ever seen. Seems like it would fit inside a standard oven. So screw it, why not? I actually used to have a vending machine location at a pan refinishing center. They refinished industrial pans like that, but for restaurants and stuff. I used to make 150 bucks a month off of that thing. Sometimes closer to 200. Number 2. Not the best. Yep, another nice neighborhood. Man, the garage sales in the nice neighborhoods, that's what you want. Wow, that house is like 75% roof. Whole bunch of cars, think we're here. Yup, you can see how nice of a day it is out. Just look, it's nice and sunny. It's the prototypical summer garage selling day. Not the greatest of all time, but we found some interesting things. Playing cards with photos of Mars on them. I actually don't have a set of playing cards, so might as well add it to the game collection. Probably the best value for the amount of money. They were selling a French press for $1. No, I've never had a French press before. I'm not even totally sure what you do with them. But for $1, it's time to try. Now, most exciting for me, as you guys know, we just started making big fruits. This guy is, I guess he can fit. Anyway, we just started making big fruits, and it's totally imaginable that one of these days I'm gonna make a big pineapple. Let's just say we are ready. Look at that. For some reason, 2 sets. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the second set, but so yeah, really nice day, and all I did was spend some of the change here in the car. You only get so many trips around the sun. You might as well enjoy it here and there. Probably the biggest win though is still the the Charlie Sheen 80s, 90s style clock. Man, look at that. Look at that crappy green marble. Everything looked like that in the early 90s. You really do got to take those moments every once in a while. See a garage sale, nice summer day, just stop and enjoy yourself. You can't be so hardcore that you don't have any fun. We randomly came across one more. Man, they got a fancy tent or something. Okay, this is why we go garage selling right here. Take a look at this. Walking the dog. It kind of needs to be repinned. It's not super centered, but that is vintage sheet music. How much did I pay for this? That is amazing. And yes, it's actual real vintage sheet music. Beautiful. Wow, look at that. What are these people doing? I thought they were going to Brendan's there for a second. They're all going to my shop. Back at the shop, This is a little random, but I have lots and lots of these labels. You guys probably use these thermal labels. Decided to make a little wall holder for them. And I think I might kind of make it so that you print a bunch of them. You can have like a line of them or something like that. Or people can put other things in them. We're gonna make it a product. I just felt like making something in SketchUp. Got, of course, your 2 wall holes there. And I was going to make this just solid, but to save a little plastic and to add a little style, we put some slats. And that's kind of fun, right? Why not? Let's package this black and white David. Mailman. Here we've got a octo and a white footstop. All right, time to ship off. Big golden D20. We're about to shut it down, but we're giving you a really sick preview right now. Behold, the maze ball. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, a maze ball. Spent a good bit of time customizing an alien for somebody. They're wanting to mount it on something, so we're making a thing at the bottom. This was less boring when I thought it. Join the Discord, link below. M. Hussey rocks, writes, I don't know about you, but I'm certainly excited to see you shift and set up shop at a new location. Take help and don't do everything yourself. That's all I would suggest. Is that an offer? Mopar Dude says, I can't wait to see the new setup at the location. I'm excited for you to get that long-awaited wanted Chihuahua, which I might do. Okay, he's kind of leaking something, but I'm really thinking about it. You're gonna be an awesome pet owner. You should find some help to move and a rough setup if I was you, because you got a lot to move. People do seem to be saying that, yes. The thing that's nice, I'm probably not gonna leave much stuff, but they are demolishing the building. So it's like, if I have to leave a couple things behind, it's really not a big deal. They're just gonna be like bulldozing this place. You go make a deal on that box truck to use for the move, then you can turn it into a mobile 3D print shop. Oh. Thanks for all the awesome videos. Keep it up, sir. Rock on, Mopar Dude. Richard Keyser says, is the new place bigger or smaller? It's bigger. I'm not gonna say it's tons bigger, but it might be like 500 square feet bigger. And it's cheaper than this place. JP Letty says, if you want to make the orange look really big, call it a tangerine. I saw a child once playing with a ruby the size of a tangerine. The Ian MCE says, that is a sweet box truck. Emphasis mine. Chondro Canvas says, I try to buy older stuff. Furniture is disposable now. That is true. You know, one of the big talking points when I was growing up was planned obsolescence. You know, it's like, ooh, these corporations, they're making all these like things so that they'll break, so that you'll buy another refrigerator in 10 years, or you'll buy another microwave in 15 years. Let's be fair, the microwave's not gonna last 5 years. And it's one of those things that seems like a big conspiracy, and they did introduce this at a certain point in the 50s or 60s as like a thing. But the thing nobody ever wants to bite the bullet on that is really into that theory is like people just buy new stuff for no reason. Probably the most pungent example, the most poignant example is cell phones now. Like obviously guys like us probably don't do that. But there are people that buy a new iPhone every single time the iPhone comes out, every few years or something. And their old iPhone is pretty fine. So like planned obsolescence, I'm sure it's a thing, but like there was a lot of keeping up with the Joneses back in the day and still is. It's like, yeah, maybe there were some people that were like, oh man, why doesn't this refrigerator last longer? But there was a lot of Bettys who were like, we need a new refrigerator because this one looks old. There's definitely some stuff that annoys me with that. But it's more like it annoys me that most people don't care about whether something lasts a long time or not. They just want to buy a new thing. There are exceptions, but you definitely have some of column A and some of column B. And I call them like I see them. Oh, man. Well, I am dead tired. It was good to get back in the swing of things. Guess what am I grateful for? Really wanted to get pictures of the maze ball, but once that thing's mounted on the wall, I think it's going to look like some really cool wall art. It's kind of what inspired me to do some 3D sort of wall art instead of just the kind of one-dimensional line stuff. Because especially if it's like protruding a lot, it's going to look really different from different angles, which makes more sense taking 10 pictures of. Like on Etsy, there's a huge algorithmic advantage to taking 10 pictures, but if you have something that does not look different from any angle, it's like there's no point in taking 10 pictures. So then it's like make a more three-dimensional protruding thing, and then you actually have an excuse to do it. So I'm pretty grateful for that. Got some pretty cool new products coming our way, and life is good, sales are good. Grateful for all that stuff. So let me know in the comments what you are grateful for. What small victories are you having? What momentary setbacks are you grateful to learn from? I like to read the comments. Probably give you a heart, probably give you an upvote. This almost looks like Blade Runner or something. We drop a new episode every day, and we have for over 300 episodes in a row. It's pretty good if you ask me. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
Say what I need. This blinding arm of lessons I'm seeing to standing in a moment. What has been is cast aside, frozen there as time reload. I know that you must have died.